So SisterWorks, through work and entrepreneurship, SisterWorks' mission is to support women who are refugees, asylum seekers, and migrants so they can improve their confidence, mental well-being, sense of belonging, and economic outlook. Our vision is an Australia where all migrant women are given opportunities to become economically empowered. That's an image from one of our workshops at Bendigo Empowerment Hub. So pre-pandemic, SisterWorks and the UN Women identified the need that all of these women had of upskilling and the digital literacy. And the thing probably that we most noticed, it was that many women could not come to our physical empowerment hubs because of commuting, or they didn't have money enough to pay the public transport. They had family at home where they could not leave the children, and they could not attend the face-to-face training. With that was that the women that we support have very, very little English skills and digital literacy. So it was a bit of a difficult situation of how we were going to support them. And then we noticed that they all have phones or tablets, and they were happy to start exploring and looking into these different tools. So this was a great opportunity for us to teach them how to improve their digital skills and to be able to give them tools so they could explore and upskill. We looked into other platforms that could fit the English skills that our sisters had, and also that they could access different learning opportunities in a simple way. And we couldn't find that tool that would fit. So we were thinking, okay, we should make something specially made for them, where they could kind of open the phone, easily navigate and watch videos, attend classes, and have all of this in only one platform. And then with all the pandemic restrictions, this made it a bit stronger, and we had to jump directly into the online learning with them to be able to support them. That's one of our online classes where the sisters were participating. So how was the design process of this app? So the idea was to make an app, as I mentioned before, where we could have a prototype first of how we could better give this tool for the sisters, as I mentioned before. Sorry if I'm going a bit round and round with the same ideas. And probably that was the most challenging part of the whole process until now, was how are we going to make this tool as simple as possible so the sisters can understand it, want to engage with it, and go easily into the different tabs that we wanted to create in, and learn from this same tool. So we started creating, we had first a workshop where we decided the different pages that we needed for the app, which were going to be the illustrations, what were going to be the icons that we're going to need, how we were going to separate all of these, all of the SisterWorks model. So I'll explain a little bit first. SisterWorks model is based in, so we decided to divide it into 4 different labs. The first one is present support, that has all of the content specifically curated for the sisters that have been newly arrived to Australia. They do not know how to navigate in Melbourne. They do not know what is Centrelink. They do not know how to use public transport. So it has a lot of well-being videos and ebooks and everything that they can kind of attend on their present support. Then we have the craft and cooking lab, where they can go in and learn different craft skills, sewing skills, cooking skills, recycling skills, all of these things that are going to be very useful tools for them to learn and to search for a job in Australia. And then we've got other useful skills that are digital skills, so how to create an email account, for example, or how to use Microsoft Word, all of these things that are very, very useful to join the workforce in Australia. And then we have future pathways that are, it's mainly focused in what the sisters need to develop their own business, to find a job, leadership skills, marketing skills, all of those things. So that's how we divided this up at the beginning. And we started mocking up and doing lots of focus groups with the sisters face-to-face previous or just before the lockdown started. And then once the lockdown started, we had to reinvent our model, and we started going to the sisters' houses outside. So we were kind of, okay, I'm outside. They came out, and with a social distance, we were showing them the Adobe XD mockup, that it was like, it would work like an app, but it wasn't the real app, and getting feedback from them. Do you understand how to navigate it? Do you understand the illustrations? Do you understand this button? What would you like to see in this app? What would you like to learn? And probably that was the key part of all our app development process. And having always in mind that our target women are women that really need to kind of have it very, very simple and organically. So yeah, that was probably the most challenging part, and how we started creating our app. Well, we learn a lot. Probably what we most discovered is that they were really, really wanting to learn new skills, more focused in craft skills. They really, really enjoy that. And the other thing is that probably the online learning also, and this is part of one of the requests directly from the sisters. And the other thing is COVID kind of accelerated the whole process, is that as we couldn't support the sisters more in our face-to-face training that we had in our empowerment hubs, we needed extremely urgently to have a tool easily for the sisters to be able to access our training. So we created another part that wasn't considered at the beginning, that it's a live class and live courses section, where we daily deliver online classes and courses that go from 4 to 8 weeks, where the sisters can easily, it's something like when in Instagram you see a live story, it works pretty similar. You just click over it and you're into the class. We use Zoom for that. So then the sisters can participate, write down. And also there's some sisters that do still prefer to use, if not the phone, that most of the sisters are using the phone through the app, but then we can provide them with the Zoom, with the link of Zoom, so they can access it directly from their computer. So we've got these two different ways of providing them the online training, which was impressively well appreciated by many of them. And nowadays we have had lots of interviews with them, and it's impressive the feedback that we get, saying that they are so grateful in some way of COVID, just because SisterWorks shift to this blended education, of having this online platform where they can now jump in, attend the class while they're taking care of their kids at home, for example. So that's probably one of the things that we most learn, and we're still developing. We really want to Sorry, that's one of the photos I forgot to shift. One of the photos of the focus groups that we did once we were doing social distance. That's the app. I kept on going instead of showing the slides. So you're more than welcome to get into it and download it from your App Store and Play Store. And what do we see on the future? So the plan is to keep on improving the web app and rolling out new features like gamification, community board, a directory of services where the sisters could go in and look for housing, law, different services that they need near their area. At the moment, we are still collecting data as we haven't done yet the official launch that we're going to do early next year. We're still collecting data from the sisters on their feedback and what else do they want to see and everything. So then we can implement. We will be running mobile hubs and introducing the app to new women to get them registered and hopefully on board to work on online and face-to-face training, and also presenting it to all of our partners so they can spread it on through their networks and just make sure that this is not a SisterWorks app. This is an app that we really want all of the women that are struggling in Melbourne and in Australia, and hopefully after in the world, for them to use and be able to come in and have easily access to the videos that are very slow-paced videos, simple with slow voiceovers and easy subtitles where they can learn English and learn different skills from this app. So they can kind of spread the word and share it with their friends and learn new skills from that.